Hi guys, it's January 25, 2021. Happy Monday. You're watching me, Nikki, also known as Faces Trader, and you're watching the Philippine stock market Philippine stock market update. So let's begin. It's a Monday. You could see that the index is 7,071 points. You're up 25 points. You're seeing that the top traded names are actually still speculative names. You've got APL down 12%. You've got BSC down 18%. You've got a lot of resistances on APL and BSC. You've got AR up 5%, Merrimart up 5%. However, they are still lower high, so you've got resistances on them too. Your PH is down 4%, a lot of resistances on these names. Dito Telecom down 1%, resistance as well. BDO 112, but still capped upside. Ascent 680, you are seeing a lot of resistances at 7 peso above. MRC 64 cents, a lot of selling pressure. So actually, you're seeing in the top 10 of the Philippine market, almost all are actually being sold down. Now, let's take a look at some winners. You've got IMI up 20%, $9 to 11. So it has reached the first minor resistance about 10 and 11 today at about 149 million pesos. Let's take a look if there's any news on IMI. Your tech is now up 5%, slowly climbing up 684 to 720. Jollibee is down here at about 185, less than a 1% down. So it's trickling downwards. Take a look at whether Jollibee 180 to 160 is good to get in. BPI is 83, so just in the bottom of the range. ABA is down 6%. Your ICT is just unchanged at about 128. Your Ayala Land is 1% there at about $40. JG 773. URC 145, SM Prime 38, Pure Gold for 38.5, Metrobank still 48, PLDT 1425, SM 1038, CNPF 17.2, Green 314, PHR 309, 11% up for these two names, Green and PHR. So actually, you'll notice that the market is actually voyeuring a lot on some IMI Tech, Green, PHR with some big gainers on these four companies. You've got Converge 15.9, FN9 278, GT Cap 539, MPI 429. So I guess like for the day, we gotta discuss a little bit about what's happening on your IMI, your tech, your what's this? Your green and your PHR, because those are your four gainers for the day. The rest are actually a lot of resistances. Gotta say that for the Philippine market, you gotta say thank you to congratulations to yesterday's Mobile Legends defending champion BREN Esports. So let's read that news for you. World Championship 2029. So BREN Esports are Legends M2 World Champions 15 hours ago. They're making history here. So we couldn't watch the video, but let's read it. A new era has begun in the Mobile Legends competitive realm, and Filipino powerhouse BREN Esports is finally sitting on the throne. Battered but somehow alive from the lower bracket, BREN Esports rose from the ashes to claim the Mobile Legends World Championship title via a 4-3 victory over Burmese Ghouls at the Shangri-La Hotel in Singapore Sunday evening. BREN Esports bagged $140,000 or 6.8 million pesos. Yung ibig sabihin sa akin ng pagkapanalo ng M2 is sobrang laki kasi simula ng pagpasok ko ng pro scene, gusto ko na talaga maging pinakamagaling sa buong mundo. Carl T said, "Congratulations." After a tug of war for the Lord in the 12-minute mark of Game 7, Carl Chi Cloud was able to pick off Ruby DD Grok, which united a full-blown clash for both squads. BREN Esports, led by Rebo, Harith, and Carl Chi, completed a four-man wipe of Burmese Ghouls, which gave them the chance to secure the Luminous Lord with no contest from the opposing side. With the Lord marching onto the middle lane, BREN Esports started the siege with another pickoff on Ruby DD. Flapshi's Basha was the second casualty of the bloodbath, but Carl Chi was quick to answer with a kill on D's Lapu Lapu and Ace's Brody, respectively. Rebo put on the exclamation mark, ending maybe Smith Ithar. So these are all esports terms. Over the 16-year-old's core power spike these are really a Gen Z crowd, typically less than 20-year-old crowd who knows about these things. Congratulations for the Mobile Legends. Now let's take a look more about these news. They are making history again. This is a double championship. I think like you gotta watch. Well, this is a 6-hour show about the entire finals. So for the people who aren't aware, I guess that you gotta read more about this move, and take note about how big these esports partnerships are. Moonton, of course, is Mobile Legends Bang Bang. And of course, their partner for this M2 World Championship is Razer. Chinese video game developer Moonton welcomed Razer as his official peripheral partner for Mobile Legends Bang Bang 2021 M2 World Championship. And as part of the deal, the gaming hardware brand will produce a special edition Razer Black Shark V2 gaming headset with a featuring an illustration of Mobile Legends Bang Bang's character Mia. So this is an artwork designed and hand-painted by popular Indonesian visual entertainer Shin Tortilla. The headset will be available to Moonton's top influencers as a token of appreciation for their support in sharing on social media. So Insider Hall of Fame, the Philippines is part of that. Congratulations to the Philippines. And you can actually see more. And Razer intends to navigate esports at SEA Games 2021. Considering the popularity of Mobile Legends as well as Razer's large commitment to the Asian esports market, this collaboration comes as zero surprise. Creating a special edition of Razer headset seems like a great marketing move for both brands. For those who aren't in the know, Razer is an awesome 10x pick of us. So we actually even gave it as a free Friday class. Razer here was given at 138 today. I think that it is already trading at about 2.81. Let me check. So you can see that actually for those who are new here in the show, please note that you can go to youtube.com. Just go to the channel. Sorry, just go to the channel, click subscribe, click like, subscribe, and share. We would love that. Please use the search button here. And then let's say you're looking for Razer, just search it in and you'll see everything. Razer, the Apple of Gaming, streamed 7 months ago. We talked about buying Razer. And of course, we discussed a lot of other companies as well. Take a look at all of the free Friday classes. You might get some great ideas, 10x ideas. So actually last Friday, we discussed about additive manufacturing, desktop metals. We actually also introduced and discussed 1337 Project Hazel. It's about the anti-COVID masks of Razer. So just wanted to share, of course, that those who got in on 1337 are actually hitting more than 100% already. And we do think that this one goes further out. That's going to be a break from about 270. It's going to go near $3 and $4 next few months. So for those who are still not invested globally, just want to shout out that you can actually start as a beginner with awesome10x.com. We are happy to share all of the testimonials. Please do note that we have a February 12, 2021 promotion until Chinese New Year. You could buy a 1-year subscription to Awesome 10x for just a mere 15,800 pesos. And you can actually check all the testimonials from our, oops, sorry, stop that. There's a lot of messages. But you can actually just read about all these testimonials inside here. Now, actually, guys, I just wanted to share to you guys that I want to share my brother's Saturday Goose. It's actually just released just today, January 25, 2021. In time for this Chinese New Year celebration, have a goose or duck on your table. The selling price is 2,200 pesos for a duck and 3,500 pesos for a goose. You may contact Trisha for Saturday Goose. You can check out their IG channel. Their Instagram is The Saturday Goose. So you just reply to them, not to me. It is a family business, so it's actually more of my brother and his fiance's business. So the Saturday Goose. Check it out. We're gonna deliver Hong Kong Goose straight to your home. So it's actually a very, very good product. I hope that you check it out. Again, let me just reiterate. Go to Instagram page, go into Instagram.com, search The Saturday Goose. So they take orders Monday to Friday, except for special occasions. Because of course, this upcoming Feb 11 and Feb 12, you might want to celebrate with your family and friends. They're willing to order, and then just let them know. Just order, and then roasting soon, January 25, 2021. So hope that you can just follow and like and actually message them. It's gonna be a great dining, what do you call this? A great food for your Chinese New Year celebration. Now, all right. Again, for the Philippine market, let's see about these kinds of companies that are already hitting the market downward. So on the downward side, you've got APL, BSC. Let's take a look on the top gainers side. You got these top gainers. MG is 25%, 20 million. IMI is 149 million. Your Del Monte is 9.8, 15%, 9 million pesos. Your green is up 13%, 3.14, 75 million pesos. Your PHR is back on the run. After hitting the support of about 260 to 270, it's now back to $3. Your APC, well, 5 million only. This is bigger, 518 million for your AR71. Nonetheless, actually, what we're noticing is that a lot of the extensions are actually, even for the speculative names, are already hitting a lot of resistances. So as you could see, this one went from 12 cents all the way to about 40 cents. So even if it rose at about 70 cents, do take note that these resistances are still intact. Take note that this BSC, yeah, there was a consolidation, right? It got this support at about 1 peso here, and then a resistance here about 140. Take note that any rallies back to about 150 above, you still have these resistances present. Those resistances might only be taken out after a few months or sometimes weeks, but it's still going to take a few days at the very least. Now, of course, your PHA got down and then went back up, but it's really a lot of resistance still roaming here about 270 above. Your what was that? Your PHR, you've got these resistance at about 360, but good to see that it actually got support here at about 280, 270 levels. Now let's take a look at your IMI. IMI is steady here at about $9. Congratulations. Today it went back up. Okay. To be honest, I'm not a big believer in general on Philippine semiconductors. So this is just merely a charting standpoint that it went up. Fundamentally, I don't think that the Philippine-related companies can actually match up against NVIDIA, Qualcomm, a lot of other semiconductors, even like your Intel and AMD. Even if, okay, I know that Intel and AMD, AMD is the winner there. However, there's a lot of things inside Intel that actually is gonna take you on for the run. So there's that your Intel Capital, their Mobile Eye, for instance, and many more. So here about IMI, I think that the core solution, the strength, of course, that IMI strength is about the automotive industrials. Have no problem with that trend. However, I'm not quite sure how huge of a contract IMI currently has. So let's take a look at whether this 20% run is technically driven or just really is fundamentally driven or just people technically popping it up. So you got these about breakouts. Yes, you could see that $7 is now your support. You've got that 9 area that was just broken and now it's back to about 11, which was your previous resistance. Now take note, 11 still has this resistance at 13 and definitely a lot of resistance at 15. So let's take a look at whether IMI truly has news to support all of these movements. Manufacturing industry news, IMI posting $10 million in net income. Let's take a look more on the news of IMI. Returning to profitability in Q3. Wait up. We're going to read up on it. So this is November. IMI, which is the manufacturing unit of the Ayala Group, reported a turnaround in the third quarter with a net income of 10 million from losing 5 million in the same quarter last year. They have also gotten a $2.4 million gain, which is just one time. Their segments are automotive, industrial, aerospace, and medical. Very strong secular trends, I would agree. However, I just want us to understand how big of a component they are in the entire secular space. Year-to-date revenue reached $800 million, down from $950 million in the same period last year, a net loss of about $11 million from a loss of $4 million. Their revenues was higher than achieved because of all manufacturing facilities getting normalized, exceeding pre-pandemic revenue levels, achieving a 42% growth. This is an increase, a significant expansion from their gross profit margin. They've got business segments in a wide geographical footprint, said President Arthur Tan. All right, so they've got a disciplined execution. We will see how huge that execution is. Let's go to the IMI website here. IMI, what's that? What's their website? Let's see, IMI website. Global IMI, Integrated Microelectronics. Let's go there. So let's go to the website. You can see here is that investors presentation. Let's take a look at that. Usually, they'll have some updates there. Boost your business with IMI Solution, your global tech solution partner. We direct our passion at solutions. We are in engineering, manufacturing, and support. All right. So IMI is future ready. Are you really? Let's see. Filling the needs of many product lines on a global scale. Download our latest corporate brochure. All right. Let's see. Markets that we serve, got it. Automotive, industrial, and aerospace. I want to see how big they are actually in the aerospace sector. Industrial, who are their clients here? Let's see. IMI wins the national award for wala yan. Health and safety is nothing. All right. IMI net income here. VIAO Optronics proposed IPO there. Global footprint. So they've already done that IPO. Actually, VIAO is actually trading in US, but not so sure if people actually are interested about it. Let me see. VIAO is trading right now, rally from about $7 to $15. So I guess people are doing an arbitrage here. Take a look at the news on VIAO. Let's go to finviz.com. VIAO. So here's a $300 million company, the German company, Electronic Components. All right, let me read the news for you. Optronics is virtually going to present at the Needham Growth Conference on January 11, so they already finished that. Then they also discussed their results during October 22, 2020, 11% up then. All right, so that was about October here. So about October 22 was here. So this was the first breakout after their earnings here at about $8 to $10. So about 3 months ago. So 8 to 14. All right, let's see. So after that October 22, they actually discussed this $9 million, $10 million net income. So it was a reversal play, a turnaround play. Where did they improve? They said that they had an improvement on gross profits. And then what else? Says here that the strong performance was coming from the subsidiary VIAO. All right. First half, as US-China trade sanctions compensated for the decline, tech solution rises. Didn't discuss much. All right, let's see. Not much. Enhanced display for differentiating sectors. Not much. Let me read more. Let's see. See the presentations, analyst briefing, download that. What else do they have here? Okay, let's see. All right, during their analyst briefing, this is the global economy and electronics markets. All right, so their growth projections are 2021, they think that it's going to grow somewhere from about 5 to 8%. All right, global purchasing PMI, okay. Light vehicles, we're going to recover, okay. Electronic key market segment. The demand in automotive electronics is seen to fall by at least 8%, but with recovery on the way, we believe that a CAGR growth of about 6% is possible, reaching to about $444 billion market cap. That would be the electronic market segment. What is their market share in this $100 billion market cap? The 5G is expected to grow. Okay, so they're talking about them actually being a beneficiary of 5G and also in electric vehicle charging stations. All right, these are good trends. The power electronics market will grow from 35 to 44 by 2025, driven by renewable power sectors. Okay, got it. All right. So financially, these are their sectors right now. In quarter 3, 2020, they're showing that their biggest growth is actually in medical. From about 4 million, it grew to 11. Their telco had a decline, but their biggest segment is really automotives. So automotives are the biggest one still year to date. More than doubling, all operating sites are back to normal. So in the aerospace, they have also grown 10%. All right. So aerospace, let me see who are your catalyst and pipeline. Let's see if they actually discuss who their clients are. So notable wins, they earned some clientele in aero for UK, door control units in China, industrial controls and sensors, and high temperature sensors in the Philippines. HV coolants would be in Czechoslovakia, industrial security system in the Philippines. So mostly in the Philippines, more about thermal scanners. Seismic detector would be in China. All right. Okay, let me see more. Key takeaways: reached record levels in multiple sites, gross margin about 10%, trading at a 30% discount to the book value. Portion of VIAO is currently representing 36% of IMI market cap. Your global tech solutions partner, IMI, which is listed in the Philippines, and VIAO. So VIAO is trading at about $300 million. How much exactly is the market cap of IMI today? So go to your index. You could actually see that in your analytics. Just search it there. You press fundamental here, and then you put watch list or even just customize. IMI would be somewhere in your industrials, right? So let's take a look. If industrials says here that the market cap should be where? Where's your shares here? Market cap. All right, let's take a look at the market cap. Is it about $300 million so far? Well, 36%, right? So your market cap of IMI is somewhere in the zone of about 25 billion pesos here. That would be roughly $500 million, so to speak. So actually, and IMI is what? 36% stake. Says here that IMI has a stake with VIAO. To be clear here, IMI owned portion of VIAO is representing 36% of IMI market cap. So with a $500 million position on what it says here is that the market cap of IMI today in the Philippines is about $500 million. So right now from 36, it's already 60%. Naturally, because this report was done about October 29. So October 29, this was somewhere here at about $9, and right now it's already up 50%. So indeed, from about 36 plus 18, then you got about 55% of your market cap. So currently, your market cap of VIAO is 55% of IMI. So if you see VIAO going up, then naturally you see actually IMI going up in a same vein because they're correlated. It is VIAO is a leading provider of enhanced display solutions for multiple end markets. Superior functionality or durability is a critical differentiating sector. Let's take a look at whether VIAO has their own website. Because basically, what's happening today is just IMI owning VIAO, right? So in a way, that's kind of it. VIA Optronics GmbH offers these two solutions, and it was founded in 2005. VIA Optronics is a subsidiary of IMI, so German company. All right, let's take a look at whether VIA Optronics has their own website. Pretty sure they have their own website, VIA Optronics. All right, so this is their website. Leveraging over 20 years of material process and display, Vioptronics is a one-stop solution of interactive display and system by combining system designs, interactive displays, software functionality, and other hardware. Optical bonding solutions working with us. Okay, let's take a look at that. You're living in a world of displays. Digital signage at the airport, HMI in industrial applications, interactive displays. This is the German leader. No matter how strong the sunlight, our metal mesh touch sensor technology, the enabling of meeting silicon-based bonding material or via Bond Plus. Okay, sige. What do they have in their portfolio? Let's take a look at that. These are the portfolio of VIA. Vioptronics says they have solutions for a brighter life. They have interactive display solutions and systems combined design. How about they tell us who are their clients here? Who are the automotive applications that are their partners? Because a huge chunk of their revenues was, of course, what's that? $148 million was actually automotives. So it's important to see where those revenues are coming from. Did they put it in their clientele? Did they write it here? Let's take a look at that. Company presentation. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Company presentation 2020. Experience here in management, Daniel Jurgens. Okay, so you've got Wirgen Eichner, Daniel Jurgens. You've got Josdado Banatao. You've got Jerome Tan. These are the people in the Philippines who are, of course, people who are more advanced when it comes, who know more about electronics than I do. All right. So As you could see, these people are the ones heading your via Optronics. Solutions for a brighter life. These are the secular trends: health, logistics, hygiene, commerce, commute, catering, wellness, education. Displays are the gateway to the digital world everywhere. Okay. So the solution is to tackle the design and surge in comprehensive display solution. It's more about the sunlight readability, the curve form factor, touch sensitivity, amongst others, amplified through cameras and touch screens. So the revenues of Via Optronics with a $300 million market cap is approximately about 40 times for 160. So they're trading about two times price to sales. They're saying that their customer base are all the blue chips of the world with strong growth momentum. They've got some EBITDA here already with 111 patents and already 6.3 million displays shipped with about a growth of EBITDA margin. When you say 2,000 basis points, what it means is a 20% growth on EBITDA margin, which is really strong. Take note that is not their EBITDA margin, that is growth. So meaning if it's 8% here, 8 divided 1.2 is about, how's that? About 6.5, 6.6%. So there was a gross margin expansion here. Okay, so we are helping give rise to an anywhere devices, technological advancements, touch-based devices. Okay, you've got these TAM, clear focus on attractive growth segments, got it, smart car displays, in-car entertainment, mirror replacement, and you've got use cases everywhere in education, aerospace, sports. Okay, so your automotive is really the biggest driver here from about 4.8 billion to about $8 billion, and the applications would be growing at least 10% or 15%. So how are they positioned so far? They're saying that they are positioned in 6 countries for high production efficiency. They've got it in Germany, Nuremberg, Orlando, Taipei, Japan, Satay Shiga. They've got in Suzhou, China, and Laguna, Philippines. So it's a global supply chain. Okay. You've got these 4, and these are what they're helping into interactive display systems. All right. So who are their clients? 53 via Optronics. You can actually search their clients if we actually Google this. So wait out. If it's not here, we'll find it. Project wins for new customers. All right. Over 500 projects in process. Okay, they didn't write it here. You know, to make a good investor's presentation, you might as well list down your customers unless you have an NDA agreement with them. But I'm not sure because usually the clients are usually okay to share it. Customers of Via Optronics, Automotives, Partner Networks, Solutions for a Brighter Life, Company Profile, IMI Expense Portfolio. Okay. So basically, IMI owns Via Optronics. News, why did they fall 30% in trading? So actually, if they fell 30% in trading after IPO, that means that they're just listed so far at the IPO price, which was around. So yeah, if you fell from 10 to 8 and now you're back to 14, you just 40% up, parang ganun. Let me see their IPO price here. Not all companies posted solid gains. Okay, so they're gonna have an IPO price of $15 then. So they have a resistance there, 15 to 8 or mostly 70%, 50% down, and it just really recovered. So it's not really one of the most hyped up IPOs in the US. That's true because most of the US are actually up 100% IPOs. Okay, let's see. So IMI acquired 76% stake in Via for $50 million. So technically, what's said here is that IMI was able to, okay, so if they bought it at 50 million euros, so they were able to make some money here, right? If they were able to list it at about $500 million, even if it's a 76% stake. So they made some money there. IMI made some money there. Alpina Partners is selling all to IMI. Okay. Optical bonding is a technology enhancing the ability. All right. Okay. So, okay, I get the reason why people are pumping up IMI. It's a subsidiary of Ayala Corporation. They've got the automotive segment as a trend. They've got customer solutions for advanced driver assistance systems. Agreed, that was a secular trend, ADAS. I typically like Serens abroad, but we'll see. Actually, kasi, the reason why this is a little bit, it's not a 10x name. I'll tell you what. Okay, in the Philippines, there's just really a lot of lethargic industry. So Philippines would have to, have some pivoting. So they have no choice. So they're just buying something that, even if it's a 10% margin, okay, better than nothing, right? Because the really good ones are actually trading with about 70 to 80% software margins. So as a semiconductor company, you're a bit limited in that I think this is more hardware rather than any software. Because when you're really selling hardware, it's true, you can only make 10-15%. You can't really do anything more than that. So it could be a 1x, but it's not a 10x. I mean, kasi yung margins mo what? Your margins are 8%. So even if you double your revenues you're always gonna be bits versus atoms. Think about that, the atoms versus bits theory, right? I said that games would always super cash flow centric rather than hardware companies. You sell a PlayStation 5, how much do you make? You sell the software that runs inside those PlayStation 5. That's where the big honey is coming from, right? So hardware and software. But I think the biggest problem of VIAO and IMI is that as semiconductor companies, it looks like, I'm not quite sure, but from the looks of it, their their gross margin is 8%, which tells me that this is a strictly hardware company. All right. So how much minimum funds to copy trade me? Oh, I forgot. Yeah. So eToro, I opened an account. Let me just share this to you. So eToro.com, you can open, I think, with eToro for as little as $1,000. I'm not quite sure, but I opened it last January 13. So far, actually, these are the companies that I've bought. So I've allocated about 3-5. Pardon yung Palantir na benta ko actually. Kasi I was just really trying it out, yung mga selling orders. Pero yan, so I got some Netflix, Teladoc Health, Beyond Meat, Facebook, General Motors, Zoom Video, Vestas, Doyu, Solo Electromechanica. I entered some Siemens, some Intel, some HASI, which is Renewable Play, Global Star. Actually, I'll tell you what my pending buys are. I'm taking a look at adding more Amwell, which is a teledoc player as well, telehealth player yan. I want to buy more Vestas and Siemens Gamera if I could. Most likely I wouldn't get in, hindi yan madadan. Microsoft yung 202, impossible yan madan. So hindi babagsak ng 10%. But I'd love to get it. But chances are hindi ako makakuha niyan. Salesforce, baka hindi ako makakuha. But yeah, this one is a good play for me. I have already Salesforce in my IBKR. Disney, I'm planning to get in. If hindi ako makakuha ng 167, probably 170, kakagatin ko rin yan. I'm looking at ArcelorMittal and some US Steel. I'm bullish on some steel makers because of metallurgy, because of wind turbines, because of 3D printing and all those electric vehicles needing steel, right? AVAV is really me really wanting a lot of drones, but technically in the US, in eToro per se, they don't have a lot of drones here. I'm able to implement my drone play in IBKR, not necessarily in eToro. Kulang na kulang. It's such a limited selection. Nonetheless, of course, I'm trying to get what I could find inside eToro. Ford, I'm willing to get in $10 below. I think that while the market is heavily buying up a lot of these electric vehicles, okay naman sa akin yun. Pero I think that these companies seem to be neglected and actually they could actually surprise on the upside. Maraming okay na companies abroad. You can just copy people and then just find me, copy people, copy Nikki U. This is my handle, at Nikki U. Yun lang, kasimple. Yeah, what else? Nasaan pa ba yun? So you can actually, I forgot. So please use my eToro link. Ito yon. Where is my eToro link? I shared it here eh. Search me. eToro Faceless Trader. Sent, copied you already in eToro. January 20. Yeah, here. So just follow me here. Ayan o, nandiyan na yung link. Just copy me there and use my referral link. Thank you. All right. So how about Double Dragon in APL? Double Dragon parang the REIT lang na. So same lang. It's not yet listed, but I think that the Double Dragon REITs are supposed to be a 5% dividend related play. So something like a bond replacement should be okay for the shareholders. I think that until this point, tulog pa rin si Double Dragon. But probably it actually the DD REIT when successfully listed could actually lift the share prices up. Not sure if it will go 17, 18, but looks like this one downside is small at about 11, 12, 13. Upside is about 18. Yun lang. I mean, I think still trading in a range. APL, wala. Parang nag-up tapos bumaba lang naman. So, I have no idea why it went 10x, right? So, what? From about, what's this? From about 05, it rose about 50. So, 10x move in about 2 months or less than a month, no? It was December. Wala na eh. I think distribution na yan. Sell off na. Tapos na. What do you think about AC and PHR? So I noticed that PHR went up. So PHR, wala. Range yan, 270 to 360 siguro. Casino reopening play yan. AC naman is, Ayala Corp is steady lang. Ayala Corp is consolidating, so it could go to about 770, 780. It could be a chance to buy the lower it goes if you're bullish on a lot of their segments. Ayala Corp, of course, owns your Globe. Globe Telecom owns your Ayala Land. So it's more like just an index-related heavyweight. I'm of the thinking that people would buy it as low as about 770 to 700 if the opportunity comes. So I already answered my thoughts on IMI. I think that the people who got in an IMI are playing it because of the secular sector. They're bullish perhaps on all of these 5G related plays. They're bullish on these automotive segment, electric vehicle beneficiaries. And because Philippines has very few technology companies, they are parang, how should I say this? Because there's a very few listed in the market in the Philippines, they are buying it due to that, I think. So there's no specific news today, but I think that the 20% move of IMI could largely be pricing in the fact that, VIAO could be a good thing. And then IMI is the only company in the Philippines, perhaps with a 5G secular play. So yun, I think that it's due to that. That's why it's rising. Can $500 million go $1 billion, 50 billion pesos? Possible naman, but I'm not gonna speculate too much kasi at the end of the day, it's a hardware company. So, nothing wrong with hardware companies, but yun, you're gonna compete with everyone. So, okay naman, they said they've got blue chip subscriber base worldwide. So, yun. All right. What else? What are your thoughts on Green and their disclosure? How about Sun, SSI, and Robinson's Land? Is SRO news something to look forward to? Stock rights offering, in my view, is a good thing for Cebu Pacific. They raise money, they convert some shares, convertible debt. So whether it happens at 45 or 50, I think that people will eat it up. So if it even falls 45, people would buy that. Actually, guys, here's a Philippine market update. So, I mean, I cannot answer to you Bitcoin or Ethereum because these are different kinds of it's a different asset. Nonetheless, charts din lang naman yan. At the end of the day, there are people who believe that crypto would be a substantial digital asset. So, wala, nag-take profit lang naman sa 40,000, may support sa 28,000, nag-rally ng 32K, 33K. You've got a lot of supports, 32K, 28K, 24K. Ethereum, nag-breakout ng 1.3, di ba? So, chart lang yan. 80, it went to 1.3. You've got a lot of people probably taking profits, nag-profit take. Kahit nag-1.4 yan, guys, this is a higher, higher risk if you're extended na. Usually for that, all I can say is that the winners have already held their name. They didn't sell, or if they did, they already trimmed. So there's nothing wrong with trimming, by the way. Even if you believe that you're bullish about it, think about it. Even if 30,000 went to 50,000, 60% up. I know that some people might say, uy, ang laki nun, 60% up. But at the same time, I don't think it's a 10x. Kasi alam na ng tao yan eh. Hindi yan yung mga bagay na hindi alam ng common person. Yun lang. Sometimes I feel na parang it's not really, I feel that more people are underestimating the relevance of robotics, drones, automation, more than anything. And of course, additive manufacturing. I discussed it last Friday. You can check it out. Reynaldo said, I love Awesome 10X Viber. Not only do I learn about stocks, there's many topics aside from stocks, and they're also thought provoking, I guess, which are related to stocks as well. Thank you, Reynaldo, for actually subscribing to Awesome 10X. Just want to shout out to everyone who hasn't opened their Awesome 10X membership. We have that 21% discount this year. Please do check it out. About the Roblox IPO, you can actually hear about a 1 hour deep dive of Awesome 10X on the Roblox IPO. So it's a company that I love, but take note, the metaverse, I do believe in that. So I'm of the opinion that Roblox is a great company to have. Yep. David Bashuki, which is the CEO of Roblox. I love your updates. Hope you can cover US markets lately. I do, guys. Mr. David De Jesus, I cover the US markets daily. I do. Please go to the global market updates. It's daily, Monday to Friday. And we also have Zoom class daily, Monday to Friday, deep dives. But in order to get the deep dives Monday to Friday, you have to be an inner circle member. However, if you want to just try it out, go to our free Friday classes. You can understand what's happening every day inside the Awesome 10X Inner Circle. Your thoughts on IDC and ACR? I think like most of the questions are too many already, guys. I think like go ask me, siguro pahinay-hinay lang. It's already 40 minutes. Go ask me again tomorrow. For the day, let's just discuss IMI. And that's it. I've discussed that. For all the US market updates, go ask that in the global market update. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.